Alright everybody, welcome back. What game do we have here? Oh, look at this, it's Persona. And a game that I know very little about. And so let's change the buttons here. Weak, strong, okay. So, this is not going to be easy, but this is a combo that Nintendo has asked me to do for a very long time. And I just never had the chance to do it. Japanese voices, please, huh? Really? You're gonna make me try to do that? Let's see. How do I do that? Probably have to be outside, huh? Alright, everyone is asking for Japanese voices, please. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Alright. Options, sound and language. Voice language, Japanese. There you go. You guys happy now? Alright. Made me go all the way out there to do that. Yes, I am taking requests, Kane. I've gotten all the requests already, so I'm just going for what I can right now. Shut up, Ron. Oh man, you guys are killing me. Alright, so here we go. So basically the combo is how to do something with what we want is to get as much damage out of a counter hit as possible. So let's see, where do I set the counter hit here? Blocking none. Ground recovery, is it under training mode here? Counter hit. Always. There we go. Alright, so the combo that we're trying to do here is, it starts with crouching 2C, which is this move right here, and then fireball with B, so that move right there. So, of course, you get way more, better combos if you can get a fatal counter, and certain moves can cause fatal counters, not all of them. So, for example, that's just a regular counter, but crouching C for Yosuke just happens to cause a fatal counter. So when you land a fatal counter, all of a sudden you can do longer combos than you could before. So hit stun is longer in later points in the game. Yes, and I should do that. Basic training options, information display, input history. Let's just do both. There we go. So now we have the input here. So crouching C, quarter circle forward, fireball with B basically. And then what I need to do is jump down 2C like this. So after I land this move, I'm doing down 2C to get that extra hit. And then I land and do a crouching A into crouching C, into crouching C. Interesting. Okay, that's jump cancelable. Oh, okay. I always thought it was crouching B. So what he's doing is this into standing C, instant air dash, jump C, basically. Oh wow. Okay. So nice thing about Nintendo is he sent me this video here where I get to see the combo, so I actually know what it looks like. Oh yeah. So jump C. And then repeat that sequence there. Okay, this is going to be fun. Again, not particularly good at this game, don't have a lot of experience with it, but let's see what we can do here. So basically start out with this, this into that, into down 2 like that. Then what you do is you get the OTG. So I go like this, down C, OTG, and then what I want to do is OTG, A, C, crouching A, crouching C, standing C, and then instant air dash, jump C. That's the sequence right there. So, whoops, I skipped crouching C. So I'm supposed to do crouching A, crouching C. Like that, right? And then air dash C. And after I land the air dash jump C, what happens is then you do crouching C, standing C, air dash. So basically repeat that sequence about 3 times. And then land and do A. Oh wow. Oh he's going all the way up into the air. What's going on here? But basically what Nintendo had the problems with was the after the instant air dash jump C, he had trouble getting the combo after that. Oops, I keep missing that one. It's slower than I think, like this part. See that part, what I'm doing is, I think it's just like 2A2C stand C, but I'm actually doing it too fast. I'm actually skipping one of the buttons, so let's make sure I don't do that. Like that. Okay, so I got the instant air dash C there, and as soon as I land, I have to do C and then down C and stand C, and then instant air dash C again. See, somehow I keep skipping the second crouching C, so I just have to... See, I did it again. I keep doing down A, neutral C. Down A, down C, neutral C. And, I mean, I've always said I'm a creature of habit. Whoops, wrong order. So I did stand C, down C. I'm supposed to do down C, stand C. Oh, and also, do I have them on? Yeah, they are instant recovery because he's recovering, right? Let me see. Okay, there we go. Ah, see, I keep so I have to do the down C faster, and that's the part that Nintendo was having most problems with. Was connecting that part right there. So I got it right there one time. Let's see how consistently I can do this. So you have to get that air dash a lot faster than it looks. So the hardest part really is that you're doing that air dash C. So the instant air dash C is a little tricky. And so what that ends up doing to your brain is that you do the instant air dash C and you're waiting to see if it hits. And once it connects, then you're like, oh, it connected, now let me do down 2C. Should never be thinking about that. You should always just be assuming it's going to hit and go to the next part of the combo right away. Because if you... Oops, I did that too slow because the meter turned. If I'm not mistaken, if the combo meter turns yellow, it means I missed it, right? It means I missed it. That was interesting. Not sure what I missed there. Oops, missed the instant air dash there. Ah, I keep missing that one. It's really weird. So like that. Okay, so there it was right there. I got that sequence right there. So let me turn on the tech options there. What are the tech options? Air recovery, away, towards, random. No, it should be there. So let's just do away there. But I just got it right there. And then you're supposed to land into A, and then what? A, like. Oh, I see. Then just like finish something off like that, right? So, okay. So let's try that again. So really the key to that, like I said, is when you land that instant air dash jump C, just do down C. Like honestly, it's weird. Your brain will process it and be like, did it hit? Yes, it did. And you try to do the next move. And no matter what you do to your brain, like you won't think to speed it up unless you literally tell yourself, make sure you speed that up. Whoops. So really right now, for some reason, my biggest problem is just getting that. And now I can't instant air dash at all. See, I just did it too slow there. So you really just got to make sure you do it as fast as possible. And yeah, for some reason now I can't instant air dash. And in those situations, just sit there and practice your instant air dash until you get it right. And then A right there again. So there you go. So getting better at this now. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. So, like, earlier on in the combo, I was having problems with a portion of it, right? And the key really is to get good at the combo in stages. Like, if I'm not good at... So, let's just divide this combo into, like, 3 parts, right? Here's the first part right here. Okay, now here's part 2. That's what I'm going to count as part 2, and then instant air dash is part 3. If I'm not good at part 2, I'm just going to keep doing part 1 and part 2, part 1 and part 2, part 1 and part 2. I'm going to skip part 3. I'm not even going to bother with it. I don't even want to try to do part 3 until I feel like I'm good at the first 2 parts. That's something that a lot of combo, when you want to learn combos, you just kind of have to accept. Don't move on to the hard parts for no reason until you make sure you have the earlier parts down already. So that's really interesting there. Okay, so there is something going on there. What is... Oh, is that what's going on? Because I'm seeing this big green puff like that. Okay, okay. So one of the things that I just noticed now is that jump C, down C is a chain. So I'm actually doing it too fast. I see this big green puff, but when I do down C, there's no big green puff. It's only air down C that creates that big puff. So what I'm actually doing is when I do air dash C and then into down C, I'm actually doing it too early. So there's such a thing as a too fast. So what you need to learn to do then is to make sure you do jump C as late as possible, maybe. That might be the key. That might be where a lot of the difficulty comes from is, but see, you don't have time. So in other words, you got to delay it a little bit. So you have to make sure that you land before you do 2C. Otherwise, you end up chaining into it. That's really interesting. Okay. Yeah, so it's not doing it as fast as possible. It's actually learning to delay it a little. Interesting. Oops. Ugh. See, I did it again. You saw the big green puff there? You saw the big green puff because I did it too fast. And again, sometimes it's not important to know why a combo works. It's more important to know why it doesn't work. Okay, I know I messed that one up. Green puff again. See, I did it again. You saw that? The green puff again. That green EMP big green puff. That's so awesome. So now what I'm trying to think is now I have to learn to delay it a little. But see the problem is my brain is trying to delay the down C, but what I'm ending up doing is I'm delaying the air dash C. That's another one of those weird trick things that you gotta make sure you don't... Oh, see, too early again. Okay, so there we go. That's probably the key to this combo, is learning how to get that at the right timing. Yeah, see, I delayed it a lot that time, and that's why I got it. Yeah, see, you have to delay it. So there you go, Nintendo. That's going to be one of the key things that you've got to learn in this combo, is learn to delay it a little. Yeah, okay. Now I can't get that timing right. Too early again. The big green puff. Yeah, okay. There you go. So I think that's That's the lesson to learn on this one. And again, it's really just important to learn why the combo isn't working. In fact, that usually helps more than anything. You know, learning why it doesn't work is usually more key to learning why it does work. So now I just have to practice my air dash timings out like that, the instant air dash timings, and I should be able to do this pretty consistently after some, you know, given time. So I can move on to more stuff if you guys want, unless you guys want to see me see if I can land it one more time. Oop, too early again. Yeah, there it was. Okay, so I got it one more time. There you go. So the key to that one is just making sure when you do air dash, don't hit down C too fast. If you see this big green puff, you know something is going wrong. So make sure that you learn to do that. See, you might even want to just practice it like this, you know, do instant air dash and then make sure you come out with it there. So you kind of learn the delay timing instead of going too fast, because then what you end up doing is coming out with the big green puff. And let's face it, none of us wants to see that big green puff. It's a problem. The big green puff is a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and oh yeah, and absolutely you want to practice the combo from both sides of the screen. Absolutely, that is a huge thing to do, but I don't really want to get into that right now, I guess, because obviously we have limited time. Although, to be honest with you, I instant air dash better going to the left than I do going to the right, so it probably would have been easier for me. But there you go. So that's my tip right there, is just getting that part down, making sure that you do not chain too early. So that actually seems to be one of the biggest problems. And if you don't pay attention, if you don't look at it early enough, and you see that big green puff, and you don't think about it like, hey, why does my 2C do that when on the ground? It doesn't normally do that. Then it could be one of those things that you just never noticed, because this game has so much graphics and it's flashy and poofy and lots of puffs and stuff like that. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take another break, and when we come back I'm going to be doing some Street Fighter 4 stuff, so I'll be right back as soon as I hit this button.